right?
Right.
You're talking about Abubakari the second.
Right.
Okay, I got missing by
Y'all see
Really
me,
pissed
man.
off Wack
Shout out to Poetic Flacco. Shout out to Wack. Shout out to
100 tries to attack his own co-host and threatens to knock him out if he crosses the line again. How did he cross the line the first time? Stay tuned and you'll find out. So Wack is doing his podcast at 607 Unk's house. Now, it's supposed to be like a conscious debate. So they're debating several things. They get to the discussion of Black Americans and Africans and their heritage and their lineage.
because it's Mansa Musa was visiting America
Correct.
early
That's
before
not
Christopher
true,
Columbus,
actually.
right?
Right.
You're talking about
Even-
Abubakari the second.
Right.
Okay, I got missing Bob.
Please go ahead.
It's his brother or
Brothers was
or,
here.
or his
I
cousin.
don't
know why this in America.
Wait. Brothers that's here from brothers that was in Africa was coming to America before any Europeans, Caucasians, anything like that, right?
I think that's true.
So who was here in America before Aztecs?
Bro,
it was Olmecs.
It's documented. When you look up the depictions of when the Spanish were visiting Americas, they were running into this Queen Khalifa. Look at search up Queen Khalifa. And the Jabari said that, look, my family's been here since the Civil War too, and we're from Ghana. We're not denying that there were no Africans in America. But to say that every single American came from Africa, and when you got here, there was only Native Americans, Siberians, Portuguese, and you think they were naturally here? You think them Siberians that came from the Bering Strait is the original Shinnecock Indians? The Shinnecock Indians look like ODB, A-Sign, Unique, Old Dirty Bastard. Y'all don't know about the Old Dirty Bastard story. His mother knew they was Shinnecock Indians, had the paperwork, knew the paperwork got seized, and didn't do nothing about it. So when OD found out, he like, he on the young retirement, and what the grandma do, what the mothers do, they protect the youth, right? So that's why Jabbar was saying they give us what they know.
Who killed the Olmecs?
And for everybody that say, oh, the Aztecs ain't killed the Olmecs, the Aztecs ain't killed the Olmecs, bro, there's literally a picture of the Aztec devouring the Olmec like that. I seen Sour Suit and Seti posted. He had a whole video on it. It was a whole it was an old depiction of an Aztec consuming the Olmec, bro. It was in his hand, bro. I kid you not, bro. And when you know what they culture did, the Aztecs, they did a lot of sacrificing. Anyway, so if they sacrificed, you think they wasn't, bro? That's what I'm saying, bro. We've been having invaders on the land, fighting the Spanish, fighting the French, the Dutch, fighting folks from Asia, fighting it was the Arab before any white slave trade. It was the Arab slave trade, Arabic. Them who enslaved Africa first. We learned this when we was young, but it's time to move away from Africa because that's not our history. Africa got colonized too, but we got to focus on how we got colonized here in America. Everybody didn't come off them waters. They took some folks from Texas to New York. It wasn't no from Africa to America, millions and millions and millions of people, hundreds of millions of people to fill up the land, because there was no white people here in America before 1400. I want y'all to know that, right? In America, there was no white people before the 1400s, bro. You see when Mansa Musa was on that boat, 1311. The Spanish Inquisition happened in 1482 or something like that, or 1512. I don't really get, honestly, I don't care about them dates, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. This shit happened. Resets happen. Then we gonna keep getting into it though.
They didn't
Why you
kill
live in America?
them. Well, you know, there are these things they call planes now. I'll introduce you
why?
to
He
them.
got watered down over
I
time.
can actually
One moment, we're
be
gonna
a
acknowledge
global
another red flag.
Ask me a
All right,
question.
let's go.
Go ahead, we're gonna
I
finish
can
this
be a
question.
global individual. I actually am not giving up my citizenship
gonna
in the
be
United
good.
States, but I will have dual citizenship.
What?
But you don't have it.
as well.
Do you have it?
My
you got
paperwork,
citizenship?
my
already?
paperwork will
No.
be finished very
How old are
soon.
you? How old are you?
Thank
I just submitted the paperwork.
How old are
brother.
you?
I'm 54.
You 54 and ain't got citizenship on the place you say you from.
What does that mean?
And what I asked them too is like, if you from Africa, who in your bloodline is from Africa? Not DNA test. He was like, do the DNA test, do a DNA test. Even if you trace genealogy back, right? You could trace your genealogy back. None of my genealogy traced back to Africa. And when you ask for a DNA test, I don't trust ancestors. I don't trust them scientists that reset our history and told us that we were literally from Africa. The same, bro. A lot of those history books, I didn't even get to mention this. A lot of them history books was patented by Ghislaine Maxwell father. That would have been a clip right there. And that's just simple stuff off the top. I'm not like, don't get me started. When I get 35, 45, that's when I'll start being super scholarship and super bookie. Because like young Pharaoh, Rashad, like well, Rashad, he was already older. But young Pharaoh, all them, they could come at you with the books, the details, the facts. Like, I'm not trying to be super fact dude and the top conscious bump every single person for their face. I just want to do my purpose and reflect for the youth and represent for the youth up here. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be the smartest. I'm not going to know everything. But I will give your ass some good ass downloads and have some evidence and facts. And I'm only really going to speak facts, bro. Or and if I do speak in theory, right, there's facts behind it. I just don't have all the facts presented there, right there. But let me go back and do my research. I can pull it up, do my homework. You could do your homework on what I'm saying. But here's the thing too. Like, we gotta speak. I'm speaking for people who don't have common knowledge of these things now. I don't really care to impress like a conscious, super conscious community. I don't care about y'all. I'm not really talking to y'all no more. I'm talking to the masses. So while the spiritual community want to be the best in the spiritual community, I want to talk to the masses. I want to talk to my people who think drill rap is still the best shit ever, and they want to get money and just be famous and with no energy. I want to really show folks, get in that position and be like, listen, bro, and tell the truth. Because a lot of these niggas be in position and don't tell the truth. A lot of these people wake up and they don't know who they are. When you know who you are, life sails smooth sailing. I say.
You're talking about municipalities.
You American, nigga. You listen,
brother.
You cannot be
You
an
can't
African
say he
citizen.
American. No, that's the thing. We can't just give everybody America because he look like he from Ghana. He look like he African. He do. He look like Umbabawa. You feel me? Shit, Unc look like he African too, but it's some black ass niggas that's like Unc that's in the South. Shit, Unc look like, you know what's crazy? Unc look like a damn voodoo witch doctor, bro. Let me show y'all something. He look like an old voodoo witch doctor. I'm gonna play the video while I find this.
Brother,
You American. Oh, you not American?
Being American does not have to be the only thing you.
They're talking
That's
past
true.
each other because Wack 100 is not disputing that his people came from Africa.
Shout out to
Wack
Africa.
is just saying he identified as Black American first and not African due to the history and what his people went through. Wack 100 even went through his entire like family history. So he's questioning this dude identifying as African first, even though he was born here and he's not an African citizen. His parents were born here. His great-grandparents were born here, but he's not an African citizen. So if you don't have any citizenship to any African country, how are you claiming African first over Black American in your heritage? So that's what Wack 100 is arguing, because I think in like Germany, if both your parents are German citizen and you're born, let's say, in Mexico, you're still a German citizen. Like, they can still file before your first birthday and
Avocados from Mexico.
you are a German citizen. So if we're taking that standard and applying it, well, you wouldn't have to apply to be an African citizen. You will just be a citizen of, let's say, Ghana or Nigeria because, you know, your parents would be Nigerian or Ghanaian. But in this case, that's not the case at all. This dude, clearly, you know, his family has been here for many hundreds of years, but he's still claiming African as his roots, and Wack 100 has a problem with that.
Wack and Jabari, wait one moment.
I didn't say that.
What you said?
I did not say
We
that.
African.
I did not say we're not American.
You said we're African. I'm not.
So
Did
we
I
have
not
the
say that?
question.
African. I'm telling you.
I did not say I'm not
Jabari,
American.
I'm not an African.
Okay, fine. That's for you.
I'm American.
You can have whatever opinion you want, no matter
Africans will
how
tell me I'm
uninformed
African.
it is. No matter how uninformed it is,
What do
you
you
can have
mean
that
uninformed?
opinion. It's uninformed.
You sit up there in your church and you
It's
beg for
I don't go
American
to a
money.
church. I don't go to a
Right,
church.
you beg for
I'm not
American
part of a
offering,
church.
right?
I'm not part of
I ain't gonna lie, if they wasn't arguing about if they didn't get the if he didn't say that little D comment, which I don't know why Wack 100 got mad at that, because Wack was being insulting too. He should have just took that, bro, on the chin, bro. You ain't gonna S-play me. You should have just stomached that, bro. You didn't say all this stuff to this man. He could not let that go. That nigga Jabari looked in his face and said, "You have a little." Like, and I know exactly what he meant when he said that. Like, he wasn't trying to be zesty. He was saying, like, bro, you got little energy. Like, you don't got no cojones. You don't have nuts to stand on. Like, you just screaming. Like, I feel like if Wack wasn't just overly screaming, it wouldn't have went viral. But at the same time, if he wasn't screaming, me being there, we would have had a better conversation. We would have had more clips. We had a longer conversation. It would have been better. But at the same time, Wack ain't gonna be there every time. So I feel like this was a good chaos energy transmutation to getting this conversation to more of the mainstream, because no jumper posted this. So that means you're gonna get eyes and faces that's gonna hear about this shit that usually wouldn't. You feel me? I'm my uncle, like one of these old niggas. You remind me of this, one of these old voodoo witch doctors niggas.
You take offering?
I'm not part of a church.
Where you come from,
Correct
Americans?
what you're saying,
Do
and
you
then I'll
take
answer.
offering?
That's the question.
What is that
I
question
don't take
supposed to
offering.
mean?
I
What
don't
does
take
that
offering from
mean?
nobody. Right? I do business. Do you take offering?
I do, but I have many
Do
businesses.
you take offering?
I have many businesses.
Do you take offering?
Let's be
Do
really
you
clear.
take offering?
When Wack 100 asks, do you take offering? He's essentially calling this dude a grifter. He's trying to get to the fact that dude claims he's African. He's an African citizen. He wants to go back to Africa. However, he's living off of American dollars, or more specifically, he's
tell y'all
living off
this.
of Black American dollars. Now,
Let me tell y'all this, for all the brothers that just want to super connect with their African lineage. Africans don't see you as African. Africans don't call themselves Africans. They only say African for either government funding terms or to you that's American, so you can understand. When you go to Africa, it's I'm this tribe, I'm that tribe, I'm this tribe, I'm that tribe. We have tribes here. I'm Cherokee tribe, Indian. You feel me? On my grandma's side, I mean my nana's side, is Gullah Geechee. He tried to say Gullah Geechee and Gullah Geechee Gullah is African, and it's not. It's American, bro. It's nothing. No, it's no African. Cause they trying to say it stem off the Angola tribe and all this, bro. Bro, the Gullah Geechee been in South Carolina. They been in Louisiana. I don't know what we getting at. We been producing products like indigo. We been having cotton on the land. That's our products. That's how we had money. That's how we had them houses. Bro, people be thinking them plantation houses is plantation houses, slavery houses. Them was our big compounds, concubines, bro. Them was our mansions. There's castles literally all around America. Who lived in them castles? You think them just jails? Why you think all the jail, bro? I can't wait to go do another podcast, bro. Because, mind you, I only got 6 minutes to talk. And I made the internet glitch, bro. So, well, I had a part in it. But I seen this shit happening. I seen the play. So, once I seen shit was going off, I'm like, bro, let me get my clip off, because these niggas arguing, I'm probably not even going to be able to get a clip. But me knowing how content work, too, in the back of my mind, I'm like, bro, get your ass in there right now and make a point. Even if you're not like feel like you all the way ready. Because there is no such thing as being ready. We in a room full of people. I was already there for 40 minutes. Bro, we 40 minutes in and I hop in. They like, bro, in my juice, 8 other people that have red flags. I just had the nuts to go up there and talk. Most people, other people, they got it. Like the other white dude that was up there that's gonna be in here. He up there just,
this dude is kind of shifty because he gets to, hey, I'm not a pastor. I'm not in a church. I don't take offerings. I have a spiritual nonprofit that takes donations. So he don't have a church, but he has a spiritual nonprofit, and he doesn't take offerings, but he takes donations. I'll be real. You kind of have to applaud him because that's kind of slick. So that conversation transitions to birthright citizenship. Dude claims they're trying to take away birthrights from Black Americans. Wack will call him out for misinformation and claim that that's not true, that Trump is not trying to take away birthright from Black Americans. Dude will challenge Wack on whether or not Wack 100 actually read what Trump was.
I got through in the league, boy. That's like practice. That's like playing basketball. Yeah. Oh yeah, you playing basketball. All that shit cool. You shooting at the court. Nigga, you playing freestyle games. Nigga, I'm on my own page. Nigga get thrown into the NBA. Nigga, oh shit, fast break, and I get the ball and yam that bitch. Boom. Well, I probably ain't yam that bitch, but I hit a little midi. I feel like this clip was like a little mid range. That's the first thing I did when I did freshman year tryouts. Nigga, First play I got in the game, I established dominance, nigga. This nigga was on the team. He was older. He was in 10th grade. He was like, I got in the game. It's freshman trials. He like, pass the ball, bro. Pass the ball. He like, okay. Yeah, okay. I put up buckets. Stop playing with me. That's all you niggas gonna say is okay. Nigga. But now I took my black belt test when I was 11. So nigga, shit like that be kicking in when I'm doing shit. I'm like, hold on, this shit, podcasting, content? You talking about practice? Nigga, I put up a million shots. I could do this shit in my sleep. This shit was like a live reaction video, nigga. Look, when I was in this spot right here, nigga, I'm like, Wack pause, Jabari pause, pause the video, react, yap. I swear to God, I feel like a reaction video. And then when I stopped talking, everything went, hold on. Yap. Go back. That's just that. And then I had one yap, and Unc was like, "Yep." Oops, Unc. Like we was talking telepathically. So I seen when he was gonna cue. I'm like, "Oh yeah, he just cued." Bam. You would think I do this shit every day, cause I do. Just cause I don't got the best cameras and this shit ain't that glass and crispy, don't mean like y'all niggas talking. Oh, bro, that was you on Unplugged. That was you. I didn't know, bro. Like, bro, it's content, bro. All they gotta do is DM you. You feel me? But is you gonna do what I'm gonna do with it? Fuck no. You gonna wait for Unc to hand it to you. You gonna wait for Charleston White to hand it to you. Or you gonna wait for Wack 100 to hand it to you. Nah, bro. I'm gonna go somewhere and provide value instantly, nigga. And if you don't recognize my worth, I don't care. Because I know I'm gonna be making 10K a month. I ain't gonna stop till I make this shit, bro. I need that shit. I need my glitch because I can raise the frequency. Teach other people how to get it. And I want resources to travel for me. My soul, my ego, for me. That's one thing. My dad read 1,000 books, bro. He ain't get a lick of money off his knowledge he knew. What, you think I ain't finna cash in off the information I've been studying? You crazy, bro. You think I'm just studying this shit from me? I am. But we in a realm where we could capitalize off this shit too. You be a fool to not catch a glitch, nigga, off of your brain. Off of your mind. I see niggas in the comments like, oh, Unc ain't gonna dare invite me on that podcast. He go. It's not as simple as what you know in your brain. Personality, brand. Yeah, you might know more than me. But you not me. That's how I felt about other people too. I'm like, bro, how is he up there? Yeah, niggas seeing me and now they feeling like shit possible. That's how you know I got good energy for y'all. I seen somebody say, catch up. That's how you know we made it. You don't gotta be the motherfucker that know everything. Unc don't know everything and he cracked the glitch internet. You think Unc reading books all day? He don't read books. Unless it's your goal to be a professor or I'm always gonna be a master student. But unless your goal is to be a professor, like, bro, Jabari said, I was watching his interview with 363 Magic. He said he was a Shriner. I'm like, whoa, that makes sense why you pushing the African shit. You talk about you a Shriner? Don't them Shriners rock them crowns and know about the mounds? And I don't know if he a Shriner, because I know Shriner got multiple definitions, right? A Shriner is a fraternal organization with Freemasonry known for its red fez hats, Middle Eastern themed symbolism, and major charitable work. The concise answer: a Shriner is a master mason who joins Shriners International Fraternity. So this is why y'all was like, Dan Calloway exposed them. I was listening to Black Magic 363 because I was trying to see if they was sneak dissing. Because the video was called Internet Consciousness, but they wasn't sneak dissing. Brother Rich was like, yeah, I see the young man talking about our history and lineage. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I thought niggas was just gonna pull that. Yeah, these fake woke people. I just automatically coming from that perspective. Cause I'll never forget how FaZe was just treating arcades and them, bro. He was treating arcades so bad, bro. That nigga pulled arcades on the line and was like, nigga, explain non-ether. He's like, you know what, you non-ether, right? He's like, yeah, I'm non-ether. He's like, explain that shit. And the arcade, It's just really the energy. It's your hair. He's like, you don't really know what it means, nigga. But I feel like after I sparred with FaZe. After you spar with niggas like FaZe, bruh, like niggas like Jabari, I ain't really worried about you, bruh. Like, I done sparred with FaZe. I don't really have an intense spar. It was a friendly spar session, but still, like, I didn't see niggas go at it. So, or like even the Signetter days, like they was on Young Pharaoh when they used to argue with him. So now it's like you don't have to know everything. It's like back then with video games, you had to be good. Now you don't have to be good with video games. I don't have to know every consciousness, but I know enough to glitch the realm and to open conversations up. And if niggas really wanna, oh, you don't know nothing, I'll call somebody that do know something. They come cook your ass up. What you mean? I study under Brother Pennick, Asir Duke of Tears, and they not my master teachers neither. These are just my reflections that I listen to. Niggas want to, Bobby Hemmett is my master teacher. And Bobby literally telling you, nigga, don't follow me. I don't know nothing. I'm a human, nigga. As long as you can read. It should be Moors, Kemites, Christians, NOI, nigga, Nubians, Hebrew Israelites. If we can't all, Pan-Africanism, Aboriginal, if we can't all sit down and have a conversation, you failed. You failed. You might know all the information, but my heart chakra open. So I'm gonna get in these spaces and I'm gonna raise the energy and bring in people that got the information to spit better than me. You feel me? But yeah, this man said he was a Shriner, Jabari. So if y'all know about the Shriners, this is why I don't know all the information, but I got a glimpse of what's going on. Shriners hold and hide history. So anybody that don't want you to know your lineage or be somebody like a Shriner. Let me show y'all how they look. Bro, they literally Shriner clowns. They ride around on little bikes and they rock our crowns and know about the mounds. Shout out to Young Elder. Shriner hats, clown face. Look at this, bro. So this is what Jabari was in? You feel me? Why Elder call them the killer clowns. The killer clowns. You feel me? Shriner hats. America. This is all a knock on hiding our history. You feel me? They ain't supposed to have these hats, bro. This is our shit. You know? So when Jabari said he said I already went through my shrine. I'm a Shriner. I'm like, whoa. Young Elder got one of these too. He said he bumped somebody for their feds at one of them lodges. See, that's the thing. I'm gonna tell y'all this, right? Jabari might know more than me. FaZe might not know more than me, but FaZe has went through Freemasonic lodges. Jabari has went through Freemasonic lodges. I haven't. I'm somebody just like y'all. I learned my information from my experiences, through the internet, through books, through people, through my family. Like my grandmother literally grew up on the same street as Jesse Jackson. So when I'm talking about this Aboriginal shit, my grandmother really grew up with a Cherokee Indian who called himself, coined himself African. I would have brought this up to Jabari too. We would have really talked about this shit, bro. Because why did the term African American get created in the 70s if we've been African? Why wasn't we calling it? Damn, you can't get all of this out in 6 minutes. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. You need more time. But why weren't we calling ourselves African in the 1900s, nigga? We wasn't calling ourselves American either. We was calling ourselves by our tribal name. They started to do the misnomers with the U.S. Census. Do your homework on this shit. You know?
Because that's kind of slick. So that conversation transitions to birthright citizenship. Dude claims they're trying to take away birthrights from Black Americans. Wack will call him out for misinformation and claim that that's not true, that Trump is not trying to take away birthright from Black Americans. Dude will challenge Wack on whether or not Wack 100 actually read what Trump was proposing. Wack would challenge Dude to confess that he takes offerings, and it just goes back and forth until things start to get really weird. Like they start to bring, well, not date, but Dude starts to bring up that Wack 100 has a small penis, which came out of nowhere, to be honest.
When I'm telling you,
read the filing?
do you take offering?
Did you read the
Answer
filing?
that.
Did you read
Why
the
you not
filing?
answering?
Did you read the
Do you take
filing?
offering?
Do you read the
Are you a
filing?
beggar?
Jabari, can you answer the question? Do you take offering or not?
I want to be really clear. I've answered it several times.
Go ahead,
please go
I
ahead.
have several nonprofits. One of them is spiritual. I take no salary
Nigga,
from
what the
any
fuck is
of
a spiritual?
them. I take no
That's a
salary.
manipulation
I have
of our people.
businesses,
I agree.
and I'm a college professor.
That's a manipulation
That's what
of
I
our
do.
Do you have a following question
You
for
a
Wack?
nigga
So
that
that
read
is
some
yes.
books.
My
Take a
question
test.
is.
I
My
agree. Wacky
question
answered the
is,
question.
Did he read the Supreme Court filing put forth by the Trump administration?
My question to you
because
is,
I just
has he
do you
revoked our
notice that he
citizenship?
can't
Hold on, Wack.
answer a
He's asking you a question.
Did
Wack.
you notice he can't
I
answer
don't
the
have
question?
to read it.
Because the reality
For
is
what?
he's speaking
There's no
about something
changes.
he does not know.
Was it a change?
You are the most
it a change?
loud person,
Was it
and
a
you
change?
don't know anything. And you don't know anything.
Was it a change?
The
That's
Supreme
right.
Court overruled him.
So shut your dumb ass up.
The Supreme Court overruled him.
Why talk about something
You
that
said
has no bearing?
Bro, me and Uck was in there getting fried, bruh. Hey, after I sparked up, I see Uck spark up a couple minutes later. We was the only niggas sparking up in there. That shit was a movie, bruh. That shit was like a real video. But I'm telling you, bruh, after like 2-3 hours, you like, all right, bruh. Like, you know how we watching this video? Imagine being here for another 2 hours. You ain't thinking about no content. You like, bruh, like, we wasn't forced to be there. I could have been left, but I'm trying to hang around to the end so I could get like a picture with I was gonna talk with Rail, talk with, I was gonna talk with people and shit and parlay, politics. But I'm like, man, I'm out, bro. These niggas still yelling about this shit. And it wasn't even about this no more by the time it ended. It was just, they was just dragging it. So when we go up here this time, finna go up there in a few days, we finna work for real. We worked for real this time, but this was the, mind you, this first introduction, by the way. Imagine pulling up to Unk's house and Wack there. Boy, I had that bitch on me. Because we spiritually protected, so we got our spiritual shit. But shit, I ain't know who was gonna be at that motherfucker, you feel me? But I got respect for Unk though. I really do. I swear to God on my mama.
So both questions have been answered.
Birthright
Acknowledge the
citizenship.
red flag.
Why
We're
talk about
acknowledging the
something
red
that
flag.
has no
Both questions have been
bearing?
answered.
You're ridiculous.
Jabari,
Read something.
Jabari, your question has been
You nigga
answered.
ain't never
Wack,
read
your
something.
question,
You
Wack,
had a
your
struggle
question
in
has
your
been
life.
answered.
3 women that left
Hold
you.
on.
All wrong.
Fuck
We're
your
crossing
best
into
friend,
opinions.
All wrong. All
You guys
wrong.
are scaring Unk.
All
And
wrong.
your ex dope feet.
All wrong.
You guys are
I can
starting
tell
with
you
Unk.
ex dope
Wack,
feet.
you're scaring Unk.
I can tell you
And you
ex
have a
dope
small
feet.
penis.
That's gay.
Good.
That's gay.
All right. And you have a small penis.
You got dick on your
That's
mouth.
why you like this. No.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. For him to say, I don't know why he said it like that. Like Jabari just might be, I ain't gonna call him he not a square, because niggas be getting the game fucked up. Like Jabari probably grew up around real killers. It'd be niggas that be straight and edge and narrow in life that grew up around the worst situations. And just because somebody represent themselves in a certain way don't mean they're a square. But the way he said it, he sound kind of like a burger. Like you got a little bit, like the way he said it sound like, nigga, what you talking about, nigga? Like I see why Wack felt violated as time went on. He thought about it. But Wack, you just said the most, nigga. You just said, nigga, his wife got killed by his wife got took down and she got smashed by 2 of his friends and he a dope fiend. You went crazy on him, Wack. Like, nigga, damn. All he said was, nigga, you got look. Mind you, I probably would have crashed out too, cause it's like, nigga, why you say that out of everything? Why you say that out of everything, bro? It just disgusted me. Like, but I ain't gonna lie, when I was there, this shit all sounded like the same yelling. Like, so I didn't hear him say that. The mic caught it though. He said, "You have a penis." Jabari tweaking, bro.
You're about to witness my theory in real time when I tell you civilians are second-class citizens when interacting with gang members, especially from the gang member perspective. So Wack, again, we gotta be fair here, right? I love Wack, but Wack started off the disrespect.
Yeah, he was
Wack
first.
tells dude, "Hey, bruh, Yo, girl got effed by your best friend and 2 women left you. Now, I don't know if this was conversation that was had off camera, but Wack brought it on
That nigga
camera.
Wack did his
Now, you
homework.
could say that dude calling Wack 100 uninformed and saying a couple of times was disrespect, but Wack
Nah,
responded back with
this crazy.
super personal stuff. That led to dude saying Wack 100 got a small penis. Now, in Wack 100 mind, listen,
Hey, yo.
I am, for the most part, the masculine figure in the room. I have the ability to whoop your behind and beat you up, and there's nothing you can do about it. So hence, you gotta walk on eggshells. So when Wack 100 like tells dude, you get an F, and dude responds back when you got a small penis, it bothered Wack. Like, and it bothered Wack because Wack felt like dude was sex playing him, so Wack kind of sat on it for a little bit. He
Nah,
didn't like.
it's not that. I feel like you know why I'm thinking about it now? It's because his wife was there. He probably wouldn't have tripped like that if his wife wasn't there. Because I'm like, bro, why was he tripping like that? But it's because his wife was there. Because if his wife wasn't there, he would have been like, screw that. Like, he probably wouldn't have turned up like that. He probably still would have turned up. But, like, his wife being there, too, is shit gonna start to settle in. Like, hold on, bro. My wife just seen that whole situation go down. Like, oh, nigga, you ain't finna play me. You ain't finna play me, good, with that fruitcake with that fruity shit, you know? But now I don't think Jabari is first of all, Jabari wasn't scared either. A lot of people like, oh, Jabari was scared. Man, Wack wasn't on nothing. Wack was doing content. Unc was telling him it's content the whole time. Even the time where Unc got in front of, well, Unc didn't know if it was content or not. He didn't know. And I asked his baby mama was like, that ain't content. This Wack. That's my husband. I really know him. This she told me. She was like, this is my husband. This Wack. This him for real. He mad for real. Cause at first I'm like, bro, y'all calm down, bro. My partner like, oh nah, don't say nothing, bro. Don't say nothing, bro. They're already mad. You can't calm Wack down. I'm like, all right, nigga. But with this whole situation, she was like, yeah, Wack 100, this is my husband. This is how he act, you know? But he wouldn't have tripped like that if his wife wasn't there. But seeing this shit in person, it's definitely interesting. The white dude that was there, I'm telling you, bro, he smoked dope, son, bro. He couldn't stop moving and twitching. White dude that was sitting in the middle of Unc and all them, when I was like, I'm like, bro, you took 6 minutes that I could have used, bro. You just up there trying to make somebody look stupid. Then I see him in the comments, he's like, thank you for making me the white token knight. Like, bro, how did he get there, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, I had a debate with him too on Sean Kelly stuff. And we was talking, he was like, yeah, I think drugs should be legal in every state. That's why I say he looked like a smoker. But I'm over here talking about smokers. My nose running like a fiend. Hey, can I get a dub? Like, come on, bro. Your nose running. You know, you be detoxing early in the AM. I gotta go to work too, y'all. So I'm finna end this video. I ain't gonna make this video too long, bro. But yeah, y'all see, this was a very fun. This was fun. This shit was fun. I ain't gonna lie to you. This shit was like an actual like YouTube video in real life. So yeah, y'all go tap in. Go show support the 607 Unc page. That's where you can see the full interview. Shout out to Flacco. We out, man.